Hello, guys. Today we're going to be going over our April monthly budget. So let's go ahead and get started. I will be 26 years old, April 24th. So times are flying, but not too fast though, which is good. This week was really, really good. One day in class, me and my students saw the Hoppers movie trailer, and we just because I played like YouTube in class, like classical music and stuff like that. And so we were watching it, and it was like a 1 minute and 30-second trailer. And usually the kids are like, Miss Smiley, skip the ad, skip the ad. But we were all just sitting there watching it. And so I finally got to go and see the movie. I went with my brother's girlfriend, and it was really good. My kids and I were able to talk about it. And so, yes. And then why did no one tell me that you can wash your shower liners and shower is it called shower curtains? Mm. So yeah. April monthly budget. All right, so our pay periods have been consistent at $3,033 when we don't have any extra income coming in. So we're gonna go ahead and plan for that, and I'm also gonna plan for my brother's last $270 that he's supposed to be paying us back, and this is the last month for that. So that comes out to $6,336. All right, so we are going to go ahead and start with our bills, of course. All right, so for our bills, of course, we've got our rent, and our rent is $1,054. Our car insurance, this is the last month before we get a renewal for the next 6 months. So that is at 220. And I was researching about like how long your bill stays high after a ticket has hit your thing. Well, after a ticket has hit your account, and they were like 3 years or something like that. I don't remember how many years it was, but I know it was years. We might end up having to shop around this time. So phones 98, and then lights we're going to plan for 170 since that was what the bill was last month. Our Wi-Fi 118, and then I'm going to put unbudgeted. We were wanting some pizza one day. We went to like a new place that we haven't been to. It's like a local place in our area, and oh my goodness, that was the best pizza we have ever had. Like, it literally, the crust was crunchy. Even on the bottom, it wasn't soggy. Like, after we brought it home and stuff, even the next morning when we heated it up, like, but we could taste the mozzarella. Oh my goodness. So that's what that is. And then our car tax. So I'm gonna plan for $75 because usually when I go, my husband's car tags are due in May. And so usually when I go pick mine up, they usually let me get his as well. And so we have my car, his car, and his mom's car. And so that's why that is high. Well, it's not really high, but that's why that's the amount that it is. And then we're gonna invest our 150, and then our subscriptions are 140. All right, and then we will calculate at the end. Let's go on down to spending. We're going to do 783, and then we can do our binders up here at the top. So of course we have our living binder. This is a 5, oh no, it's not. Our living binder, and that is going to be 859. And then our safety binder, we're going to put that 270 from my brother into the emergency fund. And then I believe it's like because we're putting 471 minus 270. So then the emergency fund will need $201 to get it to $2,000. So we're just gonna go ahead and put that in from the budget. So 471 going into our safety binder. And then our future binder is where our vacation fund is. That is going to get 1,269 for the plan. We're trying to save 3,500, and we can talk more about that later as it comes or as it gets closer. So then our last category down here is our debt. So our Wells Fargo loan, we are gonna just pay a little over the minimum for the next 2 months until we get back into paying full off debt mode in June after the vacation. So we're gonna do $500 to that. And then of course we have our student loans, and that is $288. And then our credit card is gonna get $100. All right, so now let's zoom you guys out and do our calculations for each section. So let's start down at the bottom with the debt area. Okay, so, right, that should be good. So we've got 500 plus 288 plus 100. So that's $888 for debt. 888. And then let's do our binders up at the top. We have 859 plus 471 plus 1,269, $2,599. So 2,599. Okay. And then our bills. So 1,054, 220, 98, 170. I really hope that this light bill calms down. Like, woo. And then we have the Ring app and all of the on the little neighbor feed. The neighbors were like, who else's bill has went up the last few months or whatever? And it was so many people on there like, yes, mine have went up like $100. I was like, oh my gosh. All right, and so 118 for Wi-Fi, 41 for unbudgeted, 75 for car tags. And our car tags are, I think it's $20. So that would be $60, but then they charge you for using your card there. So if I can make it to get it cash out, then I will. But I just never know because it's right by my school and they close. It's like I gotta get in there. All right, so $75, and then invest is $150. Subs are $140. Okay, so $2,066. So $2,066, and then let's go ahead and make sure that this is budgeted correctly. All right, so 6,336 minus our bills, 2066, minus our spending, 783, minus our binders, 2,599, minus beautiful, $888. All right, so that is our budget for April. That is all that I have for you guys today. That is all for this video. Thank you so much for stopping in and checking out our April monthly budget. And April, please be good to us. Until next time.